Welcome into Galena Sports Live. My name's Cooper Grand, alongside my partner Cole Grand, and Galena Sports Live pregame is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So welcome in. Happy Friday, everyone, as we have a regional matchup tonight between the Anderson County Bulldogs, the number 4 seed out of District 2, coming to Galena, Galena being the 1 seed in District 1, to take on the Bulldogs tonight. Technically considered the last regular season game of the year before playoffs, but technically it's win and go home still. Galena comes into this game 6-2, as we all know, after that great win last week, winning it late with a blocked PAT by Dawson Mooney, and able to keep that 5-game win streak alive. Along with that, Galena was able to snap a losing streak to Frontenac, their first time beating them in the last 4 appearances, and able to win a district title. Certainly a great win for those seniors, as they haven't been able to beat the Raiders yet in their career. So now Galena, they've looked promising the last 5 games and got a huge boost since Dawson Mooney's been back. He's been a huge role, seeing about 20 touches a game. And every time he touches the ball, he's running with power, and he's not easy to be brought down. So right now they've been playing the best football they have all season, and they've been doing it for 5 games. So it's a great time to be playing their best football. And tonight, Anderson County's going to come in here and challenge them. Anderson County doesn't have anything to lose. They didn't just take this trip down the road for no reason and roll over. They're not just going to roll over and lose. Galena, being the 1 seed, gave them home field advantage, so they're going to have the crowd to their advantage tonight. And last week, really, it came down to who could make more plays, and Galena was able to do that. Galena was able to convert on a lot of third downs last week, and when they needed first downs, they went to guys like Tyler Little, Dawson Mooney, Zane Turner, people like that they went to, and when those guys were called on, they were able to make the play, especially after the block PAT. The game wasn't over. Certainly everybody thought it was, but Galena was able to finish that victory off and make it look very good heading into this game. Last week, like I was talking about, big plays. 20 first downs last week, huge number for that team, only being 14 points on the scoreboard. So they were able to get 20 first downs and control the clock a lot of the game. Really, in the first half, Galena looked great. They shut down any kind of offense Frontenac had going, and then Frontenac got a little bit going there later in the game in the fourth quarter as they got close, but just a huge play, the biggest play of the year by Dawson Mooney. It just shows another reason why they're so glad to have Dawson Mooney back. So basically what's helped ignite this 5-game win streak for Galena, it all starts with their ability to run the ball. So we're going to do the national anthem.
Good job, Fire.
So that was the Galena High School choir performing beautifully sung national anthem there. But getting back to kind of what's ignited this 5 game win streak, getting Dawson Mooney certainly helped them a lot. Their defense has been playing really good. On the defensive line, Kobe Myers has been able to get in that backfield consistently and create havoc on the quarterback, and the quarterback is running for his life trying to get away from Kobe Myers, and none of the quarterbacks can seem to do that recently. As it doesn't all show on the stat sheet. I mean, on the year, I believe he only has 3 sacks, but the amount of quarterback pressures he has is amazing because he's able to throw off the quarterback's throw with his hand, getting his hands in quarterbacks' faces. But another thing is that offensive line, they've given Galena the ability to run well, and Galena's found success when they put Casey Hopkins in the backfield for the running backs to follow. I mean, Casey Hopkins has been blocking basically anyone in his way, and then Dawson Mooney, Tyler Little, Zane Turner off to the races. Basically, or yeah. So they're introducing starting lineups right now. We're going to get to that a little bit later. But first, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back here in 2 minutes. You're watching the Galena Sports Live pregame show presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as now we're going to get to some impact players for the game. Starting off with Tyler Little, no big surprise here. Last week, 19 rushes for 81 yards and a touchdown. Also had the only reception of the game with a 10-yard reception, so not much passing going on last week. Had a couple big opportunities, couple to quals there in the first half, one at midfield and then one near the end zone that was just overthrown, but other than that, not much passing going on. Then Zane Turner last week was outstanding. Another 100-yard rushing game. He had 21 rushing attempts for 129 yards and a touchdown, as he's about 40 or 50 yards shy of 1,000 yards for the season. And this being the last regular season game, he could achieve that 1,000-yard mark for rushing. Certainly a great accolade for any football player. Dawson Mooney last week, outstanding too. He had 21 rush attempts also with 114 yards to go along with that. Dawson Mooney's been outstanding since he's gotten back, and Dawson Mooney had the that blocked PAT that meant a lot. I mean, Galena doesn't win that game, then it changes a lot because of the seeding. Right now, they have a very favorable schedule if they're able to continue winning, playing football like they have the last 5 weeks. If they keep doing that, then they have a very favorable schedule. And the last one, Isaiah Dunaway, last week, 6 tackles, does great from the center position, getting off the blocks quick and just creating holes for his running backs to go through. And those running backs have been able to pick up chunks of yards, 6 or 7 yards. That's why Galena was so effective last week, is because they kept getting chunks of yards, like 6 and 7 yard carries, and it didn't allow that Frontenac offense to be on the field much, which kind of slowed them down and made them cold on the sideline. So now I got some season stats I can get to. For the season, as a team, Galena has 2,208 rushing yards on 394 attempts, averaging about 5.6 yards a carry. Passing yards a lot lower than the rushing. They have 442 passing yards on the season, 32 completions, about 14 yards per completion. And they have 5 offensive turnovers and 9 defensive, so a plus mark for their turnover difference. Zane Turner leads the team in rushing on the year, 940 yards and 15 touchdowns. As I was talking about today, he could go over 1,000 for the season if he's able to pick up at least 60 yards tonight, and he would complete that in the regular season. Tyler Little, 629 yards rushing on 8 touchdowns, and Dawson Mooney, 465 yards and 3 touchdowns. Zane Turner, 437 yards on the year passing with 31 completions, throwing 2 touchdowns. And Tyler Little has 19 of those receptions for 333 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, Tyler Little leads the way with tackles at 44. Right behind him, Zane Turner, Kobe Myers, and Isaiah Dunaway, each with 33 tackles. And the sacks leader for your Bulldogs, Ty Hall with 4, followed by Devin Heady, Kobe Myers, and Isaiah Dunaway with 2. And interceptions, Tyson Garrison with 3 and Jack Perry with 2 on the year. So teams are making their way back out onto the field as we're getting closer to kickoff. I'm going to keep it live here before I go to commercial so you guys can see your Bulldogs run on the field. And once they go through that, then we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some keys to the game and some area matchups. Once again, Galena Sports Live pregame is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So they're huddled up, about to run through the banner, your district champs, District 1 champions for this year, Galena Bulldogs, as they're going to take on Anderson County. The winner of this one will play the winner of Burlington and Columbus. That one's going on in Burlington tonight. Here come your District 1 champions. So as Galena's on the field now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with keys to the game, area matchups, and kickoff shortly after that.
Farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as they have the coin toss going on right now. So we'll get to that. Some keys to the game I have for Galena is just get on the scoreboard early and really don't give Anderson County a chance. If they're able to score first and play fundamentally sound on all three aspects of the game, then they should walk out of here with a victory. I mean, basically getting them, if they're able to score first, then just the efficiency they can have in the offense with controlling the clock with how good they run is a huge factor. And then maybe this week, I feel like maybe they might try and open the passing game up a little bit. Last week, they kind of threw Frontenac off a little bit with some of their passing calls, where they had calls on 2 attempts that he was inches away from catching it and had a lot of green grass up ahead. So it'd be interesting to It'd be very interesting to see if they can get that passing game opened up. As everyone knows, their whole plan is to run the ball. So a couple area matchups around the area. We have Burlington taking on Columbus. We have Wellsville, the 1 seed in District 3, taking on Royal Valley, the number 4 seed in District 4. Hayden takes on Baldwin. Girard will take on Parsons. That one will be at Girard. You can watch that one over at Girard Sports Live. Frontenac will take on Iola, Frontenac being the 2 seed in District 1 after the game last week between Galena and Frontenac. Holton will take on Santa Fe Trail, the 1 seed in District 4. And teams are taking the field now, so quite a bit of games to keep your eyes on tonight. We'll keep you posted on scores around the area, as Anderson County won the toss and they elected to defer. So that means Galena will get the ball first, and back deep to return the ever dangerous Zane Turner. Also back there, Dawson Mooney and Hayden Qualls. So we're just about set now.
Back deep for the Bulldogs. Zane Turner, Dawson Mooney, and Aiden Qualls.
And to kick it off for Anderson County, Caden Register.
Register to kick it off for the
Shallow kick,
Anderson County.
muffed by Dawson Mooney. Fielded at the 20, though, able to be taken out. Brings it across the middle of the field, still on his feet. Brings it up near the 40-yard line in Galena territory, which is where Galena is going to start this drive. And I'm sorry about the camera quality right now. My partner's on his way. He's running a little bit late in traffic, so he will be here shortly, but I'm going to try and do my best right now. So Mooney and Little in the backfield. A receiver lined up to the near side. This time the handoff goes to Mooney and picks up a nice chunk of yards there, able to pick up 4 or 5 on that play.
Need a 4. Be 2nd down and 6.
Dawson Mooney getting it started with that carry, and he ran very well last week. Was able to pick up 114 yards, and now they're going to send Dawson Mooney out wide. He's going to get it, and Mooney has room, fumbles the ball, and looks like the ball is going to be recovered by Anderson County. As we've seen Dawson Mooney on the kickoff, he kind of muffed it and picked it up, and then they're just completely lost control of it as he was trying to cut back. So he fumbles, and that's going to give Anderson County the ball for their first possession in great field position, as fumble was recovered in Galena territory at the Galena 46-yard line. So now out trots the Galena defense, who's been great all season long, especially the last 5 games. Kobe Myers, we talked about, right there lined up on the near side.
Quarterback drops back.
And he's dropping
Pressure.
And he's still looking, throwing, and passes caught. Pass complete to Dallas
Keiser on the reception.
So a big play for Anderson County there to Keiser. And he's running the ball. And not much there. Might have picked up 1.
And down away on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Gain of 1 there. by Cuser. So now 2nd and 9 coming up for Anderson County. And the Galena defense has been fairly good against the pass this year, especially getting to the quarterback. They're not giving him much time to throw the ball. And this handoff goes up the middle. Handoff goes to number 34, Trey Clark, tackled by Little on the play. Pick up a 3.
6.
So now a 3rd down and 6, a great chance for Galena to stop them and make them have to make an early decision on 4th down. Now my partner Cole, the brains of this operation, has showed up. Handoff goes up the middle, pushes the pile a little bit down to near the 15-yard line. And looks like it's going to bring up 4th down and short. So I believe they're about a yard short, as Anderson County picked up 5 yards on the play. And Anderson County looks like they're keeping offense on the field. They have the ball at the Galena 19-yard line, as they were able to, on the second play of the game, recover that fumble. And now we have flag, whistle, and it's going to be a false start on Anderson County.
Anderson County, false start.
So that's going to push them back and maybe make them rethink this 4th down play call, now being 6 yards out. As on that 4th down 1, their coach really didn't hesitate. He just was immediately went for it, and now they're going to have to make another decision.
Make some noise, fans.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field once again here. So Cuser lined up to take the snap, and another flag comes in before the ball is snapped. So they're calling encroachment on Galena. Not sure who the penalty was on, but Galena gives those yards right back. And something I didn't talk about in the pregame, but Galena did very well last week, is only 2 penalties for 10 yards. Penalties have been kind of a killer for them all year, especially being a mainly running offense. And when you get into 3rd and long situations and then from penalties, then it puts you at kind of a disadvantage. But on that one, Galena gives Anderson County the yardage right back. And Cuser takes the snap and has the 1st down and a little bit more as they push the pile.
The Bulldogs in on the tackle.
So another flag comes in very late. Not sure what the flag's going to be on, but I believe the 4th down is going to still stand.
Unsportsmanlike against the Bulldogs.
So Galena gets penalized again on an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
The goal.
So it's going to put Anderson County at the Galena 5 now. So 1st and goal. 1st and goal now for Anderson County after they started their drive at the 46, and now Galena last week stood very strong in the end zone. Had a couple huge stands where they were able to prevent Frontenac from scoring, and I believe they can do it again here. Chase Cottrell, I think, got in there.
Cottrell and Petty on the tackle for the Bulldogs. And we 2nd and goal at the line.
So pick up a 4 there for Anderson County. As Cuser takes it, hands it off, hit immediately in the backfield, brought down by Tyler Little. Great job by Tyler Little to get in there, burst through that offensive line, and bring him down as soon as he got the handoff. Exactly what Galena needed as a 2, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 with 6:46 to play in the 1st quarters.
Third and goal at the 2.
Kuser lined up, take the snap. And Kuser's going to keep it, running left, and hits a guy. And we have a flag that comes in also. So they're calling it a touchdown, but we have a flag on the play.
Krusty Kieser on the carry.
So it's going to be a penalty on Anderson County. I believe it was a holding penalty.
Get third and goal. Ball at the, it looks like the 12.
Yeah, so now with that holding penalty, now pushes Anderson County back to 3rd and 12. Exactly what Galena needed, because this is where they strive, and they're able to get that pressure on the quarterback. Is now he's looking, misses a guy, goes forward for a couple. Tackler on the play, Tyler Little.
Ty Hall, Isaiah Dunaway, Tyler Little in on that tackle.
And now it's going to be 4th down and about
Big play.
12 again. So the second, another 4th down early in this game for the Galena defense. As this has been a lot of penalties to start this game so far. And now they're going to go empty set. They're going to send 3 guys to the far side. Now Kieser's dropping back. Ty Hall after him, trying to get to him. Now Kieser throwing to the back of the end zone, falls incomplete. And the Bulldogs defense stands there as they force a turnover on downs from Anderson County. And they get to bring their offense back out at their own 11-yard line. So if they want to get points out of this one, they're going to have to go a long way. They have 88 yards to go till the end zone. And they get the ball back with 5:18 to play here in the first quarter.
Bulldogs start 1st and 10.
After the Bulldogs defense didn't look great to start that drive, on the first play of that drive, a huge passing play given up for about 30 yards, but their defense able to stand strong. Now handoff goes to Little up the middle, has room, still going, and finally brought down near the 30. And a pickup of 18 on the play.
17-yard run for Tyler Little. That's the Galena Bulldogs. Fish down.
Ty Little with a great carry up the middle and relentless. Hard to bring him down. Taking multiple defenders. And again, like they've been doing the last couple games, they're going to have Hopkins in the backfield being the lead blocker and Little following him there. Little able to pick up 4 on the play. They're going to give him 5.
Ball would be 94 line of the 5-yard gain. Second down.
So now they're going to have Little, Hopkins, and Mooney all in the backfield. And this handoff's going to go to Mooney. Finds a hole and dives near the 45-yard line, but not before he picks up the first down. The Galena able to pick up 2 first downs already in this drive, and they're getting close to midfield as this drive started way back at the 11-yard line. Now they're going to send a guy out to the far side and Qualls to the near side. McNeemer out to the far side, but the handoff will go to Mooney up the middle, still churning, and is going to be brought down near midfield for a 5-yard gain on the play.
Tackle made by Florida Price. Second down and 5.
So now just Mooney lined up directly behind Turner, and Turner will take this snap, run it up the middle, picks up the first down, and dives into Anderson County territory.
First down.
Bulldogs able to pick up another first down and keep this drive moving. As we've seen all three of their main rushers get a good chunk of yards. Tyler Little starting this drive off, and then Dawson Mooney able to get 7 or 8, and then Turner picking up that first down.
Bulldogs on Anderson County.
Handoff goes to Little up the middle.
That didn't count.
Little will pick up a couple on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
So Galena now into Anderson County territory at their 39-yard line, looking to get points out of this drive as we're getting near the end of the first quarter. Snap, handoff goes to Little. Little off the left guard, and Little hit and picks up a very little amount of yards there. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and short now for Galena. 3rd down and about 3 on the play coming up.
3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
And they're going to hand it off to Little as he goes off the left. And is tripped up. Little had a lot of room. And if he beat that man that tripped him up, then he could have been in the end zone, but tripped up, but still able to pick up the first down. So now Galena continuing just run heavy, no pass attempts yet. And this handoff goes to Mooney as he dodges a guy and gets another good chunk of yards. So a very efficient drive so far from your Bulldogs offense. Just picking up good chunks of yardage, 5 and 6 yards at a time, and those add up. Now the handoff goes to Little. Up the middle, trucks one guy, multiple defenders on his back, and picks up the first down.
Fine tackle by Madison Wright, but that's another Galena Bulldog. First down.
And with that, Tyler Little's able to continue this drive.
9-yard run for Tyler Little.
Galena now in the red zone, getting close, about 12 yards out. It's time winding down here in the first quarter. Little takes the direct snap, goes around the left, hits a guy, dives, gonna be short, but it will be a 2nd down and very short. It's gonna be a 2nd down and 1 from the 4-yard line, but that'll come in the second quarter. So we're gonna take a break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here in 30.
Difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So just about set to get things underway here in the second quarter as Galena's facing a 2nd down and 1 from the Anderson 4-yard line. And this drive started all the way back at the 12-yard line in Anderson County territory. And now Galena's trying to finish this one off and get on the scoreboard first. Turner keeps it as he goes up the middle, and it's touchdown. Zane Turner, 4-yard quarterback sneak up the middle, able to punch it in and put 6 on the board for the Bulldogs. And now the 2-point conversion. As to start the second quarter, your Bulldogs get on the board first and get out to a 6-0 lead, pinning the 2-point conversion now. Dawson Mooney lined up directly behind Zane Turner. Turner takes a snap. Now he fakes the handoff to Mooney, throwing, caught, Little. First passing attempt of the game goes complete to Tyler Little for the 2-point conversion on Galena Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor experience? DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. As Galena was able to get on the scoreboard first with that 4-yard quarterback sneak by Zane Turner, finished off by the 2-point reception by Tyler Little. Now Bulldogs kick this one off. Anthony Gongora to kick it off. And a shallow kick, fielded at about the 21 and able to be taken out, brings it around the right edge. And brought down Casey Hopkins and Chase Cottrell there to help bring him down. Brought down around the 31-yard line. Turnover on downs last possession. And now they'll try and do the same. Get that ball back. So Anderson County lines 3 guys up to the far side. And now we're going to have a penalty on the play. And it's going to be a false start on Anderson. So it's going to push them back before they can take their first snap of this drive. Now going to be a 1st and 15 on the Anderson County. 24-yard line. So they're break the huddle, and they're going to send the same formation with 3 guys to the far side and 1 to the near side. Quarterback's going to take the snap, drop back, rolling left, throwing, and had a man. His receiver fell down, and pass falls incomplete. No Bulldog defenders in the area for coverage there, but luckily that one was able to fall incomplete.
Caden Rich was the intended receiver.
As now they face 2nd and 15. So now they're going to blow the play dead, and Anderson County is going to call their first timeout of the half. So that's going to bring us to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with your Bulldog defense facing a 2nd down and 15. Here on Galena Sports.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown John Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live as Anderson County, after their timeout, faces 2nd down and 15. And Cuser's going to take the snap, drop back. Ty Hall, pressure coming. Now Hetty after him, and he's forced to throw that one away. So great pressure. Ty Hall initially there, and then Devin Heady chasing him almost out of bounds before Cuser had to throw it away. So now a 3rd down and 15, where that Galena defense has been strong all year, putting pressure on the quarterback, not allowing the other team's wide receivers to even develop routes, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row. Last play, Kobe Myers applied pressure to the QB, and it ended up, luckily, he was basically the only player there to be able to stop that play. They can't rush a throw.
Yeah, now they're going to be forced to go empty set, and here comes the blitz. Ty Hall after him, and forced to throw it away again. Very little time for Cuser there, as Bulldogs had the whole blitz coming, and nothing. Anderson County could do nothing. So now they're going to be forced to punt as they face a 4th and 15 at their own 26-yard line.
Turner drop back deep for the Bulldogs.
So now the punter's standing on their own 10-yard line to kick this one away. Zane Turner back deep for the Bulldogs to return at midfield. And the punt almost blocked as Garrison was right there. And now this one's going to bounce in Galena territory and take a Anderson County bounce down to the
1st and 10.
down around the 32, 33-yard line, where the Galena offense will come out and try and go up 2 scores now, as they were very impressive that first drive, Cole, just efficient with their running. And didn't even see a pass play.
Definitely Tyler Little. He got the majority of the he received the majority of those.
Yeah, Tyler Little was he was a force last drive, and look for him to do more along with his partners Mooney and Turner. As Little's going to get that pitch, takes that one outside, brought down near the 36-yard line. And a pickup of 4 on the play. So now Mooney, Little, and Hopkins in the backfield. And handoff goes to Mooney up the middle. Finds a hole. Flag comes in back at in Galena territory. And there's 2 flags, a flag in Galena territory and a flag in Anderson County territory where Mooney was brought down. And there was a face mask on Mooney, but I believe a holding back at the original line of scrimmage on Galena. So those 2 are going to offset, and they're going to replay 2nd down and 7.
If I'm not mistaken, we'll replay the down.
So fortunately, Dawson Mooney was able to draw a face mask there so that it could still be 2nd down and 7, or they could be facing a 2nd down and 17. And Zane Turner will keep it as he runs it up the middle, brought down near the 1st down marker. I believe he's going to be good. So Zane Turner with that quarterback keeper picks up 7 yards and a little bit more to pick up the 1st down for Galena as they approach midfield. And Zane Turner saw a lot of him earlier in the year, before Dawson Mooney came back, of course, and Dawson Mooney's taken over, and Tyler Little has taken over with runs like that. So he had guys jumping on his back, brought down 1 yard short of the 1st down. Now Ty Hall is going to come off and McNemar is going to go on. Qualls will line up to the far side and McNemar will line up to the near side. As Zane Turner snaps it, goes to Mooney, and Mooney picks up the first down, still on his feet, and forced out of bounds in Anderson County territory at the 44-yard line. 43, sorry. And now Galena knocking on the door to score again as they move into Anderson County territory with about 9 minutes to play until half. Now Turner snaps it, handoff goes to Little, up the middle. Little cutting back, breaking a tackle, stiff arms another guy and is brought down at the 29-yard line. So a huge pickup there or the 19-yard line correction.
25-yard gain for Tyler.
A big run by Tyler Little. Put them into the red zone now. And we saw a lot of Tyler Little last week, helping will them to win the District 1 title. And Mooney takes this one around the left, has blockers, and
Waiting for some blockers.
lowers his helmet and hits a guy inside the 10-yard line now. And a first down, Galena. Dawson Mooney, another good run. 2 back-to-back big runs. 25-yard run by Tyler Little, and then about a 13-yard run there by
It'll be first and goal at the 6
Dawson Mooney. So first down and goal from the 6. Mooney and Little in the backfield. Handoffs going to Mooney as Mooney gets hit, stays on his feet, and now
The Mooney.
a big pile of people.
Right. Hey. He's second down goal.
And Mooney didn't have much there, but able to pick up 3. Now the referees have an official timeout. Not sure what they're calling this timeout for. Mooney come.
It looks like Dawson Mooney's helmet's a little messed up, so they're calling him over to get a new one.
Okay.
One of the straps isn't strapping, I think. So they're going to call him out this play, and he's going to go get a new helmet. He looks a little frustrated by that call. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah. Now, Zane Turner hands it off to Tyler Little. Little charges up the middle and in for a Bulldog touchdown. Puts the Galena up 2 scores now, 14-0. They lead, pinning the 2-point conversion. So Galena goes up 14-0 with 6:38 to play in the first half. After they started off rough with that fumble from Dawson Mooney, but their last 2 possessions able to put points on the board. And now handoff goes to Tyson Garrison on the end around, and a flag comes in. And I believe it's going to be holding on Galena, so the 2-point conversion will be no good. And will force them to try again. It's a great play design there, able to get it into Garrison's hands and basically just walked into the end zone. Now they're going to have to go from the 10 and throws it over to Garrison. Has room on the far side of the field, and Garrison gets in there, able to convert it for the second time. First one taken off because of the penalty, but Garrison gets it and finds the end zone for the 2 points there. Puts Galena up 16-0 with 6:38 here to play in the first half. We're going to take a quick break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here with more Bulldog football.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Your Bulldogs were able to go up 2 scores there thanks to a touchdown run by Tyler Little from 3 yards out, and 2-point conversion was successful by Tyson Garrison. And now Anthony Gongora will kick this one away.
Madison Gandy, Morgan McKeon, and freshman Olivia Morales, Marley Shoemaker,
and he kicks this one. Spiraling, fielded at the 19, and
let's give our shoulders a hand.
Ruled down. His knee hit the ground, so they're gonna as he caught it down on a knee, and that's gonna mark him down.
Fielded at the 19.
Start this drive at the 20-yard line now.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Anderson County Bulldogs at the 19-yard line.
So now Bulldog defense back on the field, able to get that turnover on downs and then force Anderson County to punt last time. Now a handoff, and is brought down by Devin Heedy and Ty Hall in there to help bring him down. Ball carrier on the play, A.J. Schaefer. Pick up a 2 on the play. Gives Anderson County a 2nd down and 8 now. Anderson County has the ball at their own 22-yard line. Another handoff. Ty Hall with the tackle. Also in there, Dawson Mooney.
Hold on. We think it'll be 3rd down and 5. Got a note from the cheer coach. All little girls are welcome to join the high school cheer for some cheers as we head to halftime.
Now a 3rd down and 5 is what Anderson County faces. And the snap drops back, looking to throw. Throwing left, and had a receiver, just overthrew him. Zane Turner in coverage. Pass was intended for Maston Wright.
Zane Turner providing coverage for the Bulldogs. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
4th down now for Anderson County. Is going to force them to punt this back to Galena. Back deep for Galena, Zane Turner. And a punt for Anderson County, Garrison Martin. And this punt bounces at the 50, takes an Anderson County roll down at the Galena 36-yard line, which is where Galena will start this drive. 4:55 to work with here in the first half. Galena trying to put another score on the board. And Anderson County just unable to find anything for Galena's running attack right now. Handoff goes to Mooney. Up the middle, still on his feet. First down and finally brought down near midfield.
14 on the play. That's a Galena Bulldogs.
And a great push from that offensive line. Able to pick up 15 on the play. Dawson Mooney, the ball carrier there. And Turner rolling out right now, throwing, looking for Garrison. Had him there, just overthrew him a little bit.
Second down and 10.
It was a beautiful play design there, but unable to hit his man, Garrison, there. So now that after that incompletion, the first passing attempt we've seen all game, other than that 2-point conversion that went to, or actually the second, both times on 2-point conversions they've thrown, but that one incomplete. Now Tyler Little finds a hole, hits a defender, and is brought down inside Anderson County territory at the 35-yard line. And a first down for Galena. After that play, they worked their way into Anderson County territory and are knocking on the door to score again. As that offensive line on that play was able to just push the Anderson County defensive line around, and Tyler Little had a huge hole to go through and a lot of running room. Mooney takes this one for 3 or 4.
Make a little bit out of it, a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, after that last Tyler Little play, he's at 100 yards for the game already. Hasn't even hit halftime.
Yeah, Tyler Little, the second leading rusher on this team. And Zane Turner's had a couple carries. We haven't seen him run a whole lot tonight. It's mainly been Tyler Little and Dawson Mooney carrying that ball. And handoff goes to Little. Little up the middle. And another big chunk of yards for Galena. Brings that one down to the 21-yard line now. And a new set of downs for Galena. Mooney and Little in the backfield. In front of them, Hopkins. And now a false start on Galena. Pushing back 5 now.
On the right line.
So they now face a first and 15 from the Anderson County 26. As Galena has 26 yards to go with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to work with. Now Turner keeping it, runs it around the right. Now he cuts back and is brought down. A flag comes in near where the tackle was made.
About 11-yard gain on the play. Like 12 on the spot, but let's see what the flag is. Yeah, it's against the silver.
It's going to be on Galena. And I believe it was a holding call on Galena there. Will negate that run.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. First and 19.
So Galena faces a first and 19 now after that penalty. It was 10 yards from the spot. Now throwing, finding Little. Little makes a man miss, and now brought down by the laces and brought that one down to the 25.
On the pass from Turner to Little.
So they get some yards back there. And it brings up 2nd and 13 for your Bulldogs.
Second down and 13 for Galena.
Now they have Perry and Garrison lined up to the near side, and Turner just running it. Runs it right up the gut, and nice, powerful run. Gets that one down near the 19-yard line. So gets him a little closer here for this 3rd down. It's going to be a 3rd down and 8. A lot more manageable 4th down. And Garrison lined up directly behind Turner. Turner rolling right. Now he's throwing near the end zone, has Little, throws it up, and pass is going to be incomplete. Good defense by Anderson County there. Forces that pass to go incomplete. And Galena has had a lot of success when they just throw it up to Tyler Little, and Anderson County only had one guy in coverage. And if they can get more of those looks, you would think they're going to try and do that some more this game. So now 4th down and 8. Galena offense will stay on the field. And fakes the handoff. Now looking, throwing near Garrison as it bobbles in and out of his arms and falls incomplete as it went in Garrison's arms, but bobbled it around and came out. So Galena turns it over from the Anderson County 19-yard line with 50 seconds to play in the first half. They'll give Anderson County the ball back. They still have 2 timeouts to work with here in the first half, but a lot of yardage to pick up if they want to get some points on the board here. So that'll bring out Preston Cuser and his unit. As Anderson County is going to go empty set with 3 receivers to the near side and 2 to the far side. Now he's rolling right. Kobe Myers after him and finds him incomplete, but hit hard by Tyler Little. Pass went complete to number 19, Dallas Cuser. And clock's still running.
Second down and 4.
As Anderson County is not really in much of a hurry. Pick up 5 on the last play. Now empty set again. Now throwing, finding his man. And Turner with the diving attempt, unable to bring him down, but
Gain of about
Tyson Garrison tackler on the play. And a flag comes in on at the end of that play. And I believe there's no flag on the play. There's going to be a timeout charged to Anderson County. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here shortly after that to finish off this first half. So welcome back to live action here on Galena Sports Live. Has 11.8 seconds remain in the first half. Enough time for one more play for Anderson County. And now Cuser running, now throwing, and pass almost able to be picked off by Ty Hall. Just went over the reach of him, and now a flag comes in. And now intentional grounding on Anderson County.
It'll be yards and the loss of the down, so it'll be 4th down.
But now a 4th down for Anderson County with 6.8 seconds. Because now the ball is on the Anderson County 4-yard line, I believe. And they have a 4th down.
It's 4th down and 4th and long.
So 4th down and about 23 yards. Now he's just going to run it. Takes it up the middle. And Ty Hall brings him down. And Galena can call it timeout now. As I believe there's still going to be 1.6 seconds on the clock as that was 4th down. Galena's going to have a chance to score. It's going to be one play. As I'm not fully sure why Anderson County didn't punt there. But now gives Galena a chance to go up 3 possessions now. Galena's going to have the ball at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6.
Now the snap fakes the handoff. Now he's throwing, has Little, and Little gets in there for a touchdown. His 2nd of the game, 1 receiving and 1 rushing. Tyler Little able to score with 1.6 seconds remaining in the first half and put the Bulldogs up 22-0 as time runs out. And the Bulldogs will go for the 2-point conversion now. The Bulldogs have the chance to go into the locker room up 24-0. Anderson County will receive the ball out of half. Now throw to Jack Perry is complete. So 24-0, your Bulldogs lead. Heading into the halftime locker room, Anderson County will get ball out of half. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back here shortly to recap the first half.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The difference between gambling and having a game.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at colesservicellc.com.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live Halftime Show. Our halftime show is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Galena leads this one 24-0 at the break. Bulldogs able to get that run game established early, and then 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown to start this game. One of the passing touchdowns going to Tyler Little, and then a rushing touchdown for Tyler Little, and then a Zane Turner quarterback sneak up the middle. So Galena's been looking good to start this one out in this regional matchup. So some things I liked about Galena that first half is after that fumble by Dawson Mooney, they were able to overcome it. They got the ball first and were getting a couple chunks of the yards. And Dawson Mooney, the second play of the game, ended up fumbling it. It wasn't even a fumble like off contact. He kind of tried to cut back and switch arms and then kind of lost the ball there. But Galena battled through that good because Anderson County was able to get a big gain on a pass play, their first play of the game. And then the Galena defense, between a bunch of penalties on both sides, Galena defense was able to hold on that turnover of downs. And that's really where it started this game for Galena. That fumble kind of woke them up, and then the defense really set the tone for this game as they were able to drive 88 yards and put 8 points on the board to get on the board first. And then so far, Anderson County's had no response to that Galena running game. I mean, they try and just stack the box, and it really doesn't do anything because they're like, oh, you're going to stack it? We're running outside, or we'll just throw a little dump-off pass to Garrison, and we saw a very nicely designed play by where Zane Turner was able to roll out and Tyler Little was wide open with a touchdown Galena got there at the end of the first half. And still don't know why Anderson County went for it there on 4th down. They could have easily punted it away, and then Galena would have 50-something yards to go. But we'll take all the points we can get because it puts us up a healthy margin at half, and Anderson County's going to get the ball out of half. So, Cole, what were some things you didn't like about the first half, or some things you didn't like either side of the ball?
Honestly, there wasn't really much I didn't like. I was looking at the game. Of course, the Dawson Mooney fumble, I wasn't here for, but I mean, that's something that happened. But Dawson Mooney, ever since then, every time I've seen him run the ball, he's been running with aggression and he wants to make those yards. Every yard he has 5 guys on him. He's a little guy. He's not Tyler Little out there, but he still takes 5 guys to tackle him because he keeps pushing those legs,
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he wants it. And especially maybe that fumble, that's going to contribute to him just playing even harder this game. And I mean, boy, we already see him play so hard every single game. So, but the passing has been a lot better this game. Receivers, they've been open, and if they haven't been open, yeah, there's been a few passes that you'd say, okay, maybe that wasn't like the Garrison one around the edge to the left when it was just a little bit overthrown. But then also the beautiful throw to Garrison as well, when he thread two people. Yeah, Garrison, it was unlucky and he accidentally dropped it. That's okay, but you can see the potential there with that pass.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing that we'll definitely be looking for later in the playoffs when we're just running the ball isn't our strong suit. I mean, like, right now, running the ball is great. Tyler Little can just run that ball. He can run every single play. They know he's going to run it. They're not going to stop that guy. He can get maybe 3, for sure 3 yards, probably 5 yards every single play, without a doubt in my mind, against this team.
Yeah.
So right now, like they did that last drive, they were experimenting with different plays, with different passing plays, and they didn't end up working out. But in the end, that's them learning what they can do inside of the real game situation. Because you can practice all you want, but coming out in the real game, you need to know what can work and what doesn't work and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been seeing plays that I've just been seeing a whole lot of different plays that I've never seen them run before either. Like they usually go for the normal passes, right? But then they did a Tyson Garrison screen pass when he was my apologies, Zane Turner was getting pressure from the D line. He dumped it off to Tyson Garrison, and Garrison took it almost all the way.
Yeah, there was nobody on that side of the field. I mean, he had 2 blockers ahead, and he was able to prance into the end zone. Yeah. But realistically, like, Galena's had some of those close passing plays the last 2 games, and if Galena is able to convert some of those plays, I think it really, like, takes them to the next level as a team, because everybody knows they're going to come in here and run the ball, and their running game's so good that most teams can't stop that. But if Galena's also able to run the ball like they have been, and then complete those passing plays like down the field, like to Garrison, then that's a huge boost for them. Yeah. I mean, they've only thrown for, I think, around 450 yards this year as a team, and we've seen the last 2 weeks they've been a lot more experimental with some of the play calls and trying to make Zane Turner a little bit more comfortable as we go farther into this playoffs.
Yeah, one thing I definitely saw that I liked was when Zane Turner would get it and Tyler Little would be lined up in the outside, and he would get the screen pass, or you saw Zane Turner, he just went for the run. So it kind of gives that 50-50 that they don't quite know, especially against a team where, Tyler Little out there, they're going to have to send more than one guy to go out there, to even if he gets a screen pass, to tackle him. So that leaves more opportunity for the run on the inside.
Yeah, and let's talk about the defense too, because the defense, they've been there all night long. I mean, as soon as the quarterback snaps the ball, they have pressure on him. Cuser's scrambling all over the place. He's scrambling left, he's scrambling right, and he just can't get away from guys like Ty Hall and Kobe Myers and Devin Hetty. Those guys have been in the backfield all night so far and causing problems as Cuser's not able to make any accurate throws. I mean, he's basically catching the snap and he's running and trying to find a guy because he has 3 Galena defenders chasing him, and that's what makes their defense so great, is how they have a very powerful defensive line, also a combination of speed to go with it, which is what makes them so good. And when you put teams in 3rd and 12 case scenarios against a defense like Galena, it's going to be hard to convert just because of how good their linebackers are. I mean, Devin Heady, Tyler Little, great linebackers, and then the defensive line, I mean, they're able to read almost anything.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the defensive line there, they're able to block the run pretty well, and then they're also really good at just getting to that quarterback and applying that pressure. There's some plays where you look back and that back line will be, or the back of the defense will be there will be wide open wide receivers basically that they're trying to block for, and yet the quarterback can't throw it to him because guess what? Kobe Myers, Ty Hall is there. He's never given a chance to really make those opportunities just because that D-line is always up in his face.
Yeah. And Galena's looking good here in the first half. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here on the Galena Sports Live pregame show presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we'll be back here shortly to get to some key area matchup and some things we're looking for in the second half. We'll be right back on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to the Galena Sports Live halftime show as we're minutes from kickoff in the second half. So we're going to get some key area matchups around the Southeast Kansas. Columbus on top of Burlington 20-0 at halftime. Topeka Hayden leads 27-0 over Baldwin. Rock Creek leads Clearwater 28-21. And Frontenac's out on top of Iola 15-0. Girard up on Parsons 21-0. And that rounds out some of our key matchups around the area. Galena, again, will play the winner of Columbus and Frontenac, as Columbus up 20 on them, in good position right now. And your Bulldogs also looking good in the first half. Have to play a solid second half to move on to next week, as it's survive and advance or lose and go home. And some things I wanted to get to for the second half, Cole. I'm expecting we're just going to see a lot more running, kind of trying to run the clock out. Maybe we'll see some younger guys get some opportunities too in the second half, as that's something they're going to have to start looking forward to since they graduate so many seniors this year. I mean, they're going to lose guys like Tyler Little, Dawson Mooney, Ty Hall. They're also going to lose Isaiah Dunaway, Kobe Myers. A lot of their key players this year they're going to lose. So sooner rather than later, they're going to have to start looking for some younger guys, and we might see some of those guys come out here in the second half as your Bulldogs make their way back on the field now and get underway, get warm-ups going.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely agree with you with them experiencing their new players, especially I think that's why they're running those pass plays and things of that nature, because, I mean, Zane Turner next year, he's, that throw to Jack Perry, he has a lot of wide receivers, but he doesn't have many. Like, he doesn't have Dawson Mooney coming back, Tyler Little coming back. He doesn't have those. He can't just throw it up in the air and rely on Tyler Little to catch it. But next year, he's going to have to rely more on, I think, the throwing game and then him running it himself. I don't know who the secondary running back coming in would be, but
it'd be, Qualls will be the starting running back next year, but we saw it a lot, even with Dawson Mooney being out. Tyler Little's still here, making a big rushing effort, but Zane Turner was running 25, 30 times a game with Dawson Mooney out, and I think it's so great that Mooney's back now because he's taken some of that load off of Zane Turner's shoulders, and it just gives you an extra weapon, and Dawson Mooney is just a great pure runner, able to catch it, and he's very quick and has a lot of power behind his runs too. not afraid to lay a hit on somebody.
No, definitely not. He's definitely a trooper out there. I mean, he's one player, he's just gonna, grind it out and, he's got the grit
Yeah.
when he goes out there. And most, that's not something that you can just, that's something that a player just has. They can work out all they want. They could be as big, as athletic as they want. But if they got that grit, that's
Yeah.
all it takes.
Yeah, for sure. So we're just about a minute and 25 seconds from second half kickoff. Anderson County's already lined up for the second half, but Galena still has some halftime warm-ups going on, as now they're going to bring out the special teams unit, and Anderson County will get the ball to start the second half and try and put their first points on the board, as they've been unable to do so far. The Galena defense been relentless, like they were last week. Last week in the first half, they looked great, possibly even better. So this kickoff is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Gongor to kick it away for the Bulldogs now. 2 men back deep to return for Anderson County. Can't quite see the numbers. Can you see those numbers, Cole?
Yeah, 49 and 42. Ooh, something too. Never mind. 32 to receive.
So squib kick fielded at the 25-yard line and brought out on the play by Garrison Martin for Anderson County. So now the Galena defense comes back out on the field, as to end the first half, they had a great defensive play, able to stop that 4th down and 4 and give their offense one play to score, and the offense able to do that. So Kuser snaps it. Now he pitches it off to, man, trying to get the outside. Breaks a couple tackles and finally brought down by Zane Turner. Ball carrier on the play was Dallas Kuser.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. First down, 1st and 10 for Anderson County.
So Anderson County gets a 1st down. Now players slow to get back to the huddle. So it's going to be an official timeout. So Anderson County gets a 1st down on their first play of the second half. Now running back lined up directly behind Kieser. And Kobe Myers was there to bring him down, but the quarterback keeper goes to Kieser, and down the sideline in the end zone. A 53-yard touchdown run by Preston Kieser of Anderson County to start this second half. Certainly not what the Bulldogs drew up in the locker room.
Definitely not. You don't want, this being playoffs, you definitely do not want Galena coming out here being slow and taking this easy. I know they were up 24 points coming into half, but if they can score 24 points in the first half, so can they.
Yeah, and now
anything happens in playoffs.
And now that touchdown they were able to score to end the half comes up kind of crucial. So now we'll get to see. And the PAT is blocked by Garrison. Cottrell also in there, but I believe Garrison's the one that got his hands on it. So that PAT will be no good, as Galena leads 24-6 with 11:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back for your Bulldogs to receive. So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. After that 53-yard touchdown run by Peyton Kieser of Anderson County, now Galena will get the ball back. Their first possession of the second half. And a low kick, squib kick, fielded by Garrison at the 35, able to be returned and brings it up to the 40-yard line where he's brought down. And Galena has good field position to start their first drive of the second half now. So now we'll get to see if Anderson County has any answers on how they're going to stop that Galena running game, as the Galena run game's just been relentless all night long, and Anderson County hasn't had anything to counter it. So handoff goes to Mooney off the right, and nothing there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be no gain on the play.
Gain of 1.
Because that was one of the very few carries we've seen go for no gain on the play.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I meant to bring this up during halftime, but the O-line has been doing an amazing job opening up gaps for the Galena run game.
Handoff goes to Little this time. Stiff arms a guy, still on his legs and carrying the pile up close to the 50, a couple yards short. So he'll pick up 6 on that play and bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Galena.
So what I was saying was, yeah, the Galena O-line has been doing a great job, especially that first half, opening up gaps for their run game. But that last play, it looks like that there was an O-lineman who just maybe fell, or for some reason on the ground that gap wasn't quite there and it blocked him. And then Tyler Lowe took on the outside again, getting those easy yards that he always gets.
This handoff goes to Mooney off the left, 1st down, and a little bit more into Anderson County territory with that run.
We're up to about the 43.
Wrestled down at the 43-yard line as Mooney's able to pick up the 1st down on that play. And Mooney, that fumble hasn't phased Mooney one bit in this game, as he's been running even harder. Now a pitch to the outside goes to Mooney, and now he stiff arms a guy and it's tackled out of bounds around the 38-yard lines where they're going to mark him out. And ball's now at the Henderson County 38-yard line. 2nd down and 4 upcoming for the Bulldogs, Galena Bulldogs. Turner keeps it up the middle, turns his back and backpedals, picks up 7 on the play. As Zane Turner keeps this one going with that 1st down carry. And haven't seen him run a whole lot in this game. This one goes to Little, and Little is trying to drive the pile. Pickup of about 5. So good pickup. Looked like there wasn't too much there, but still able to pick up 5 and make it down a 2nd and a lot more manageable. Now, Mooney, Little, and Hopkins in the backfield like we've seen most of this drive and most of the game. Handoff goes to Mooney, has one guy to beat. He trips and goes down. Saw a lot of daylight ahead. Tripped on himself there, basically. If he didn't do that, probably would have been in the end zone. Brings the Bulldogs inside the 10-yard line, though, with that carry. 1st down and 1st and goal from the 8 is what this Galena offense faces now. Now it goes to Mooney,
Dawson Mooney.
and Mooney makes the guy miss and falls into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Dawson Mooney tripped on the last one, but that time he got it in the end zone with an 8-yard carry to put the Bulldogs up 30-6. As Galena gets their points right back after that Anderson County touchdown. Now we'll attempt this to go up 26 points. Huh? Yeah. Now they send Mooney in motion. Turner's going to keep it and cutting back. Now he's jumped on by Anderson County defense and spun down.
Yeah.
And a late flag is going to come in now.
Flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike against Galena.
So unsportsmanlike conduct is going to go against Galena. Look like Zane Turner there, the one causing that penalty, but 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Galena still leads 30-6 with 7:28
at 620-72.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. After the touchdown run by Dawson Mooney from 8 yards out, 2-point conversion fails, but Galena still has a commanding lead. So with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, that will make Galena kick it off from their 25. And Gongor kicks it off. Shallow kick fielded at the 35. And able to be taken out. Still on his feet and finally brought down by, I believe that's Raheem Saheed.
This is a big drive coming out from Galena after Anderson County's first TD. They're coming back out. They're ready to redeem themselves. That little stint of a run there, I mean, that wasn't a good sign by any means, but
Yeah. Yeah, and the kick returner on that play was Dallas Kieser. So now his brother Peyton Kieser under center is going to hand this one off. Handoff goes to the outside, and the ball carrier on the play, number 32, Cameron Wilson, brought down by Garrison on the play. So pick up a 4 on the play is going to bring up 2nd down and 6 now. So now they send a man in motion, and they hand off. Tyler Little there to bring him down. Handoff went to Trey Clark as ball carrier picks up 3 on the play. So 3rd down and short upcoming for Anderson County as they're into Galena territory. Great field position to start that drive. Now the snap, handoff goes to Trey Clark and picks up the 1st down there. Got the 1st down and a couple more yards to move the chains for Anderson County.
First down for Anderson County.
So Anderson County has the ball at the Galena 20 as this Anderson County offense has found a little bit of light in the 3rd quarter. And now handoff goes to Clark in there and hit right away. Dropped by Devin Heedy. And a great play by Devin Heedy to get in there and bring him down for no gain on the play. And it gave it a loss of 1 on the play. So now Clark lined up behind Preston Kieser. And now tackler on the play, Ty Hall. AJ Schaefer to carry.
Right with the carrier.
So a 3rd down and 10 is what the Galena defense faces now, where they've been successful, or they've succeeded a lot this year. And Preston Kieser drops back throwing. And a couple Galena defenders there. Pass broken up by Hayden Claus. Chase Cottrell also there with coverage, as he had a step on him, but Qualls was able to bat it down and force that incomplete. 4th down and 10. So now looks like this Anderson County offense is going to stay on the field. And Anderson County will send 2 out to the far side. Running back lined up directly behind Kieser, and now Kieser's running out of the pocket as he's chased. Ball up in the air and almost intercepted by Tyson Garrison, but it falls on the ground and incomplete, where the Bulldogs force a turnover on downs, their 2nd of the game, with just under 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Galena offense is going to come back out on the field to try and put some more points up on the board. So now probably going to see a lot of running here to try and tick a little bit of the clock. Handoff Little up the middle. Little hurdles a guy, still on his feet, near midfield. Now he's got defenders chasing him, and finally brought down into Anderson County territory after he hurdled a guy and then continued to run 15 more yards when he had 3 or 4 Anderson County defenders chasing him. But with that carry, takes the Bulldogs into Anderson County territory now. And a great run. Really, we've seen it all year. Tonight, Little was already over 100 yards rushing in the first half, and now probably pretty close to 200 yards. Handoff goes to Mooney this time. Mooney takes this one, dives forward. Gain of a couple on the play.
30-yard gain on the carry.
And after that, Tyler Little, big run, and then Mooney picked up 3 there. Galena has the ball at the Anderson County 36-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, with a playoff game coming every single week, you're definitely looking to conserve some energy this game. Maybe just try to run out the clock, run plays, the regular drill.
Now this handoff goes to Mooney around the right. One guy trying to drag Mooney down and couldn't. And Mooney was hit hard and near the first down marker. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, a very short one upcoming for Galena now. Shane Turner sneak up the middle and still has it. Breaks through the pile. I thought he was getting a pickup of 2 or 3 yards and then just shot through the scrum of players and was able to pick up like 10 or 15.
I mean, when Zane Turner finally went down, there were 7 Anderson football guys around him. So
Down at the 1-yard line. So another huge run by Tyler Little. 18 yards on that handoff.
194 yards so far.
And Little just shy of 200 yards. Now has 194 yards rushing. Anderson County football is what it looks like. And I believe Mooney was the carrier there. Or was it a bad handoff? Did you see there, Cole?
I'm not quite sure. The ball somehow ended up in front, so my assumption was it was a bad handoff and maybe hit it out of whoever was handing it off forwards.
So a fumble at the 1 halts that Galena drive out of any points, as that drive looked very promising after a couple of huge runs by Tyler Little. And now Anderson County recovers that fumble and has the ball at their own 1. So a first down and 10 with a long 99 yards to go for Anderson County. And they run it that time. No gain on the play. So still second down and 9 as they gave him a yard on that play. And now a flag. So it's going to be offsides on Galena. Big break for Anderson County there. Galena had them right where they wanted. Very minimal gain on first down and then a second down and long. But that penalty will push Anderson County forward 5 yards. Second down and 4 coming up for him now. As the clock runs just under 30 seconds until the end of the third quarter. Preston Keiser takes the snap. Now elects to keep it. And is finally out of bounds. But it looked like there was a little bit of holding there on the near sideline. And a first down for Anderson County. So 2.6 seconds left in the third quarter now. And one more snap before the start of the fourth quarter. Keiser takes the snap, now hands it off. Not much there. And maybe a loss of yards. Loss of 1 on the play, tackled by Dunaway. So we're going to take a break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football in the fourth quarter. So welcome back to Galena Sports Live as we start the fourth quarter with your Bulldogs leading 30-6. Henderson County has the ball currently as they just picked up first down and then a loss of 1 on their last run play. So second down and 11 upcoming for Anderson County offense. And now pitch it outside, and there's going to be no gain on the play again. Zane Turner able to get in there, make a tackle at the line of scrimmage for a pickup of none. So now a third down and 12 for Anderson County on their own 15-yard line And where Galena has been really good all year on defense, it's third down and long situations. So 2 receivers to the far side. Now Keiser takes the snap. Dawson Mooney coming, hit hard, and pass falls incomplete. Dawson Mooney was coming off the edge and made a hard hit in the backfield there on Preston Keiser. So 4th down and 12, and that's going to force Anderson County to punt now.
Anderson County brings
They
down.
had a couple, picked up a first down in a big run play, but after that, Galena defense able to stand tall and stop them. And a high spiraling punt. And there's going to be a flag as somebody grabbed onto Zane Turner, so that's going to give Bulldogs a little bit better field position.
I think Turner may have been interfered with, and he tried to make the fair catch. Good call.
So they're going to call it interference after Zane Turner fair caught that and will push the ball. So Galena will start this drive at the 23-yard line in Anderson County territory. So great field position for Galena as they have 23 yards to go. And trying to put some more points on the board to almost ice this one. Handoff Mooney. Mooney hit right away. And pickup of 1 or 2 on the play.
Second down and
So now Galena just trying to run some clock off here and get out of this one with a win. If they can put a score on the board here, then that could really put an exclamation point on it as Mooney takes another handoff around the right and trying to get to the outside, now cutting back and gets pushed into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Dawson Mooney with his second touchdown of the game, able to put the Bulldogs up 36-6, pending the 2-point conversion now. Has 10-17 remain in the game. Falls out to the far side. Jack Perry to the near side. Fakes the handoff. Now Turner looking to throw. Has Garrison complete for a 2-point conversion. Puts Galena up 38-6 with 10-17 to play in the game. We're going to take a quick break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back with more Bulldog football.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Dawson Mooney able to get his second touchdown of the game, and then Tyson Garrison with the 2-point conversion on the pass reception from Zane Turner, his second one of the night, and a squib kick low, fielded at the 21-yard line by Keister and brought down by Devin Hetty and Raheem Saheed there. And a late flag's going to come in now. So a lot of late flags tonight. Still waiting the call from the officials. So it'll be a personal foul against your Bulldogs. And we'll move Anderson County forward 15 yards.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
So now Anderson County will start their drive in Galena territory. Great field position for them. And we'll see what the Bulldog defense does is the quarterback keeper and hit right away by Kobe Myers and Tyler Little in the backfield to hit him. Loss of 4 on the play there. As Myers and Little were able to get in there like right away. Now running back lined up behind Keiser. 2 receivers to the far side, and the ball's on the ground. And not sure who's on it. And they're going to call it Bulldog football. Did you see who got in there to recover it, Cole? I saw it was on the ground, and then there was one Anderson guy down, but wasn't sure who got it.
I know it was a D lineman, but I'm not quite sure exact. Oh, it was Isaiah.
It was Isaiah Dunaway with the recovery, able to jump on it quick. As I thought for a second, Anderson County was going to
Yeah, I thought
pounce
they
on
got
that
on
one,
it too, but when they both got
Dunaway
up.
got in there quick and gets Galena the ball back with 9:15 as they have the ball out near midfield now. Quarterback keeper to Turner as he runs it into Anderson County territory down to the 45-yard line.
Got 8 yards away. 8 yards. Yep. 8 yards away. So it's set. Turner was 8 yards away from 1,000 on the season. Say that.
So now McNeemer lined up to the near side, and the handoff will go to Mooney. Makes a man miss in the backfield and finds a little gap where he brings it down to the 35 and brought down. Mooney picks up the first down. Good for a Bulldog first down there. Brings the ball out to the 35-yard line of Anderson County.
Zane Turner is officially 8 yards away from 1,000 on the season.
Yeah, and since this is considered the last regular season game, it will go down in regular season if he's able to pick up those 8. This one goes to Garrison, able to get down to the 30 and then push back, but will be granted the forward progress. Pick up a 5 on the play there. Ball on the 30-yard line. Now Zane Turner hands it off to Little as Little's still churning, making people miss. And with that carry, Little's going to be over 200 yards on the game. So Galena just picking up chunks of yards with that run game now. And still have the starters in there. Got to think this might be the last drive we see them today, if they're able to score this. Handoff goes to Mooney, trying to get the edge and cuts it back. A decent pickup there. It's going to be marked down around the 15-yard line, so a pickup of 6. And now slow one coming off the field. So now a 2nd down and 5 for Galena. St. Turner keeps this one, tries to cut it back. Now looking for a little hole, and still going as he's going to be close. He's going to have the 1st down. And 8 picks up 8 on the play. Picks up the 1st down and puts Zane Turner, 1,000 yards rushing. Might have heard it through the PA announcer, but 1,000 yards in the regular season
On the dot.
through 9 games, this being the 9th game. Handoff Little, hit at the shins and just falls forward. So 2nd down and goal upcoming for Galena from the 2-yard line.
2nd down and goal.
So clock ticks under. 5:20 to play in the game. As handoff goes to Garrison, and Garrison not much there. It's going to be short. Might have lost one on the play. Well, they're going to call it a no gain, so it'll be a 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line again. Snap. Turner gives it off to Garrison, and Garrison's ripped down right away. Not a whole lot for Garrison. We've seen Garrison quite a bit tonight. His last couple plays has been getting handoffs, and then he had a couple 2-point conversion catches. So he's been a factor. It's good to see they're getting him involved in the passing game.
Yeah, they're trying to get him involved in the running game. He just doesn't, he doesn't quite have that power that Tyler Little Tyler Little has,
Yeah. So now Turner's going to keep it, and Turner's diving near the end zone. Going to be short, but there is a flag.
The flag is wrong. At the moment, there'll be turnover on downs at the 1. We'll see what the flag was. Legal motion against the Bulldogs, the Galena Bulldogs.
Penalty goes against Galena for an illegal motion.
I believe that penalty is declined. It'll be turnover on downs.
Now sends the Galena defense out there, where Henderson County will start their drive at the 3-yard line. And this one looking to be all but over, as Tyler Little's on the sideline, Dunaway coming to the sideline. Zane Turner also coming off to the sideline. He'll get some of those backups some reps.
And off up the middle.
Handoff up the middle, brought down by Chase Cottrell.
Chase Cottrell on the tackle.
Pick up a 6 on the play by Anderson County on that run attempt. Anderson County, another handoff up the middle. Hit and then swarmed by the Bulldog defense. It's going to be good for a first down, I believe. So now at this point, Galena just needs to make sure they don't have guys getting injured out there. I mean, that's the last thing they need going into next week. Going against looking like Columbus. That game is not over yet. Haven't checked on the scoreboard. Check that out here in a little bit.
Update on the Columbus.
Yep, looks like they just took out Dawson Mooney, so most starters are out now.
So Columbus up 32-8, looking like a Columbus and Galena matchup, as those two have faced off earlier in this year. And Galena won that matchup.
Raymond Malphus on the carry.
First down for Anderson County now. Going to pause the clock. Now one guy to the far side for Anderson County. The handoff goes to Smith, or Clark, sorry.
But Cody Myers made the first hit and tripped him up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now. This clock will be under 2 minutes before Anderson County snaps their next play. Now running back lined up behind Kieser. One guy motioning to the near side. Now
And
around goes Bloffice. And Bloffice brings this all the way out to midfield and eventually brought down by Chase Cottrell on the play.
Anderson County Bulldog finished down.
So now Anderson County with that run by Bloffice gets the ball near midfield. Might have a little bit of time to get some points.
Myers out the field with man.
Now Kieser keeps it. Now goes around the edge. One man to beat. Heading after him, and he's not going to be caught as he prances into the end zone. Second one of the game.
52-yard run for Anderson County.
Anderson County gets their second score of the game, but a little bit too late for that. Galena still has 38-12 lead pending the PAT, and once Galena gets the ball back, they'll be able to kneel this one down and move on to next week, which we'll have another District 1 team versus District 1, Columbus versus Galena. Unless there's a miracle that happens down in Columbus.
Extra point attempt was good.
A kick is good. Galena still leads 38-13 with 1:08 to play in the game. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back here to finish this one up.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Stick with us, folks, as we're going to have a post-game show concluding this game, where we'll talk about things from this game and then a look ahead to next week's matchup, as Galena just has to get the ball and kneel it down, and that'll be all all for this one. Garrison, Paul, and Claus back deep for Galena to return. Kicking off for Anderson County. Number 33, shallow kick fielded by Brody McNeemer. McNeemer has room, trying to get to the outside as he brings it across midfield, and then he's spun out of bounds.
18-yard return for Brody McNeemer.
A good return by 7-2 on this season, as they'll head into playoffs next week, or technically the first round of playoffs. This is a playoff game, but they call it the final regular season game. Takes the knee, and then it'll be one more, and Galena's on next week.
Sure you look around, help the groundkeepers out, pick up anything and dispose of it locally. Sure ready to drive home safe, you would buckle up. We'll be here next week, 7 o'clock. I wouldn't say it's to be announced officially.
One last kneel down. Zane Turner steps back, takes a knee, and Galena will win this game 38-13 in blowout fashion. They were able to get on top early, and then Anderson County never really had an answer. So stick with us, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back to recap this game here on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as it's a final here in Galena, Kansas, 38-13. The Galena Bulldogs top the Anderson County Bulldogs, and Galena moves on to next week against Columbus. Galena Sports Live pregame, or postgames, correction, is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So first, before we get into game recap, we're going to get to some of the scores around the area. Columbus up 38-6 on Burlington, and Rock Creek up 50-28 over Clearwater. Frontenac leads Iola 35-15. Girard up 28-0 on Parsons. And that's about it for what we have around the area. So we're going to get to what some recap to tonight's game that was able to move Galena's win streak to 6, and next week they're going to be taking on Columbus, where this whole 6-game win streak started. So certainly going to be a good one. It's going to be, again, we're going to be in Galena, Kansas, so home field advantage. Um,
All right, yeah. So starting off this game, we had Galena receiving the ball. It was an unlucky fumble by Mooney to start off the game. It's an unfortunate situation, but Galena's defense came out and they showed out, and their defensive line did a great job of containing the run and applying the pressure. Ended up turning over on downs. Zane Turner or Little came in. He dominated the field. Then Zane Turner came in with a touchdown. Then throwing a 2-point conversion to Tyler Little. Zane Turner threw a 2-point conversion to Tyler Little. Tyler Little got it, scored.
Yeah, and we saw them throw a lot on the 2-point conversions, which was a good thing to see. That it probably was making Zane Turner a lot more comfortable just passing, and most of those he was able to hit. We might have seen one running 2-point conversion, and then they had that other 2-point conversion where Tyson Garrison, or there was a penalty on Galena, pushed him back 10, and then they still found Garrison for that little dump off, and then had blockers downfield. So really good job by them. And then really that Mooney, like what you were saying, the Mooney fumble on the opening kickoff, actually, it was kicked straight to him, and he kind of buffed it and dropped it. And then second play of the game, he actually ended up fumbling. And
Yeah,
so kind of two things, and then
definitely just a mental thing, probably.
it all kind of hit Galena once the first play of the game. Anderson County came out and was able to get that big completion. Then the Galena defense woke up and was able to force a turnover on downs, and that's realistically where this started, because after that, Galena was able to march down the field, and Tyler Little was able to run it in.
Yeah, he definitely Tyler Little definitely took the reins there. I mean, uh, they just kind of marched all the way down the field. It was before quarter one. It went to quarter two. Then Zane Turner, he QB sneaked it in for the touchdown. And then coming out, their 2-point conversion. We're very used to Galena throwing that ball for the 2-point conversions instead, or running the ball for the 2-point conversions. My apologies. Running the ball for 2-point conversions, getting it out, doing different plays literally just to open up the run. But they showed very consistent this game with the 2-point conversion, with throwing the ball and trying to open up the pass. And so that throw to Tyler Little was just to show what the success they're going to have later on in the game in the past that they really haven't had.
Yeah, and I liked how they were throwing those dump off passes, because it gives the ball to, I mean, Dawson Mooney or Tyson Garrison. It's just another way to get the ball to them.
Yeah.
And then we all know how powerful they are, how quick they are, and how elusive they are to be able to pick up a good chunk of yards.
Yeah, and so after that 2-point, or after that Zane Turner touchdown, you go over. Anderson County got the ball. Anderson County immediately turns it over on downs because Galena comes out. Our defense doesn't let up. Doesn't matter. They're going to come out. They're going to get them 4 and out basically. And then Little again dominates with his power and just drove the ball almost basically all the way down the field himself, getting the ball one after another. And then there was
Yeah, and Little going over 200 yards rushing for his second time this season, and he's not even listed as a running back. Just shows how good, like, overall he is. I mean, he's really good on defense too, and he'll do whatever his team needs of him.
Yeah, and then so that same thing, Ty Little dominates all the way down the field. Then Ty Hall and Ty Little, Ty Hall blocks for Ty Little right in front of him. They go in together, both big guys. They both block, one blocks for the other, and they got that touchdown. Then that's when you talked about the Tyson Garrison dump off / screen pass kind of thing. Zane Turner, he took it back, was ready to pass the ball, but Tyson Garrett, there was nobody open. He had pressure. Guess who was open? Tyson Garrison right there, dumps it off to him. He took it all the way over to a 2-point conversion, and that was after there was a penalty on their first 2-point conversion. So then they had it back, 10 yards. So it was at the, what would it be, at the 20 or the 25? So somewhere around there, and he took it all the way through that dump off because nobody saw it coming. And I think that's something that's very useful for a team like Galena, where they really rely on the run. They have such strong runners, but they also want to open up the pass more. We'll have somebody there for the dump off.
Yeah, for sure. And fast forwarding a little bit to the end of the first half, where Galena was able to force a 4th down, and Anderson County had the ball on their own 1 or 2 yard line, something inside the 5. And Anderson County, there was 6.5 or something like that seconds remaining.
They were in the end zone, like they were in their own end zone.
And they elected to go for it, which Galena still had 3 timeouts at the time, so they called a timeout.
Yeah.
Boom, brought the offense on the field.
think-
Tyler Little receiving touchdown just like that in 1.8 seconds. And that put him up big at the half and gave him a huge momentum boost going in the half. Even though after the halftime, I mean, we talked about how Galena was going to continue to run the ball, and they really did that all night long. But after the half came out, Anderson County actually got on the scoreboard, Preston Kieser, with the 53-yard rushing touchdown to get some life in their offense.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't much. PAT ended up getting blocked by Tyson Garrison.
For the second in a row, like our second game in a row where there's been a blocked PAT, which is something that, I mean, it's pretty unheard of to have that many blocked PATs. Maybe Galena's got some special way of blocking them or something like that, but they do an excellent job at it. I mean, 2 games in a row.
Yeah, they had a couple times where they almost got to the punter too and blocked it.
It was right there. But and yeah, so after that, after the blocked PAT, Galena ran it all the way down the field again, just basically using their power of the run. They used Dawson Mooney, they were using Tyler, even Zane Turner getting over 1,000 yards on the regular season.
Yeah, that's a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I think most of that drive, Mooney, I think, busted off a big run on that. I haven't fully looked at the stat sheet, but it's pretty safe to say that Galena was over.
And that's when he got his first touchdown too, was right there for 8 yards, and then Zane Turner went for a 2-point, but just barely didn't get in. You know, it was a failed 2-point conversion. But after that, it looked a little risky. I think
it kind of got chippy. Some late hits. We had quite a bit of holding offsides.
There was definitely some chirping back and forth. You know, there was some more unsportsmanlike on Galena.
Yeah.
Quite a few, actually.
Which is expected coming to playoff football. Yeah. And next week, probably going to see a lot more of that, being the second time Columbus and Galena will meet this season, both times being in Galena. So Galena, last time they played, actually didn't have Dawson Mooney. And was it great to have Dawson Mooney back because of how much he can do on the ground. Like tonight, he had 2 touchdowns. And last time they played Columbus, realistically, they just had Tyler Little and Zane Turner.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as good as their running attack now. I mean, that's going to be a lot more for Columbus to handle. But Columbus does have a pretty solid team. I mean, their quarterback, big frame and able to run the ball very well. So next week will be a tough matchup for Galena. It's not going to be any kind of walk in the park. Is now getting into playoffs is week by week. Every game is going to get harder, and certainly looking forward to it. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Here, final score 38-13. Galena tops Anderson County and moves on to next week against Columbus. 7 p.m. kickoff here on Galena Sports Live, where Galena takes on Columbus.